Idiotic online post that got people fired. Tony John versus Cyclops is crazy work. It was a good
As a
scrap
result
though.
of their own social. Today we'll be looking at various cases of people getting fired or becoming unemployed as a result of their own social media posts. Some of these are well-deserved, others not so much. But let's begin with a well-earned career dismissal. The urgent care clowns. What happens when healthcare workers pose for a photo next to your snail trail? People get fired, that's what happens. Around September of 2025, a group of health professionals working at an urgent care clinic in Santa Barbara, California, gathered around to participate in what they presumably thought was a harmless and funny TikTok upload. The TikTok post responds to the question of, are patients allowed to leave you gifts? And this TikTok is supposed to be the staff replying to that question. It says yes, and then the TikTok shows off the gifts, which are actually just stains of what I can only presume to be sweat, urine, and potentially even vaginal secretions.
Why? Nigga, what?
Left behind by patients who sat on the exam table. The TikTok urges viewers to guess what the substance is. Basically doxing people's snail trail without their consent on TikTok.
The video jokingly referred to the soiled items as, quotes, gifts from patients.
The TikTok video naturally sparked outrage in the comments and was quickly deleted. However, it was already too late. The snail trail dox video spread like an invasive slime around social media, infesting sites like Reddit, and commenters expressed their disgust en masse. There's no way around it. This was a gross violation of patient privacy, and many were just shocked and appalled that the—
Why? And in what world is that funny? Or nigga, that's just nasty. What the fuck? What is wrong with you niggas? What's wrong with you niggas?
Employees thought this was acceptable. I mean, if they're publishing stuff like this, what are they doing that we're not seeing on camera? Sutter Health, the nonprofit organization that owns the clinic, released a statement on September 3rd, revealing the employees behind the TikTok had been terminated. Interestingly, they also claimed the person who had taken the photos hadn't even been employed at the time of these images being taken, further adding to the bizarre nature of this incident. Like, why the fuck is someone who doesn't even work there taking sweat-stained photos with your entire staff in 4K and posting them to TikTok? Bro. Anyways, this situation was quickly resolved, and the urgent care clinic clowns would be thrown out of this sweat, stain, and secretion circus of a workplace for good.
I can't even imagine what it must feel like to have gone to that clinic, been examined, and then go online and see the people who were performing your examinations standing next to and laughing at the table that you were just sitting on.
The Chick-fil-A drive-thru bully. You might expect this case to involve a Chick-fil-A worker getting fired for misconduct, but it's the customer who found themselves without a job. Chick-fil-A is one of the most beloved restaurant chains in the US. The food is fire and consistently good, and the staff is always super friendly. I eat at the place a lot, personally. While the food and service is banging, Chick-fil-A has had controversy unrelated to these things. And almost all of it comes from LGBT activists, you know, because Chick-fil-A has donated money to anti-gay organizations in the past. Hell, their CEO, Dan Cathy, even once spoke out against gay marriage in 2012, saying it was wrong. But the homophobic chicken be slapping though. There have been many who have protested outside of Chick-fil-A because of the anti-gay stuff, but in 2012, an individual named Adam Smith took the fight to the drive-thru, expressing his rage about Chick-fil-A's transgressions to an individual who literally couldn't do anything about it if they wanted to, the hourly worker at the window. This video begins with Adam sitting in the drive-thru. Apparently, this fuckwad had ordered a free water so as to not give the company any of his money, but also giving him the opportunity to go to the drive-thru window.
Well, I'm waiting in line. I'm next in line. I'm pretty excited about my free water. I also see like a group of 30 college-age students over there. I'm wondering if they're doing a sit-in. I'm so excited I might just join them. Let's see what happens with my free water, and I think I might just say a few words too. Let's see.
As soon as he makes it up there, Adam unloads on the rather cheerful and respectful employee. And I gotta say, this girl, man, she deserves a fucking award with the way she handles this Looney Tune. Take a look.
Here I go. Hey, how you doing?
Fine.
Good. Is this my free water?
It is.
Awesome. You know why I'm getting the free water, right?
I do not.
Because Chick-fil-A is a hateful corporation.
I disagree.
I know,
we
but
don't treat any of our customers differently. We don't.
I know, but you guys,
discriminate.
but the corporation gives money to hate groups. Hate groups. Just because people want to kiss another guy. Sorry?
I have to stay neutral on the subject. My personal beliefs
No, I
shouldn't be in the
understand.
workplace.
Yeah, I believe that too. I don't believe corporations should be giving money to hateful
I'm really uncomfortable
groups.
that you're videotaping.
Totally understand. I'll take my water.
Okay. It's my pleasure to serve you always.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm glad that I can take a little bit of money from Chick-fil-A and maybe less money to hate groups.
Well,
Have a great day.
We're always happy to serve every.
I don't know how you live with yourself
Anything you
and
need.
work here. I don't understand it.
Oh,
This is a
brother.
horrible corporation with horrible values.
We're here to
You
serve.
Just take the fucking water, Karen, Mel, Karen, Kyle, Jacob. Nigga, just leave. Obviously, nobody gives a fuck.
Deserve better.
Any way that
Bro, niggas eat at Chick-fil-A every day, B. And they gonna keep doing it, whether they gay, straight, pansexual, skillet, sexual. Nigga, they gonna eat Chick-fil-A if they like Chick-fil-A. Doesn't really fucking matter, bro.
You deserve better. Rachel deserves better. Okay?
I hope you have a really nice day.
I will. I just did something really good. I feel purposeful. Thank you so much.
You did something
Okay.
good?
I'm a nice guy, by the way, and I'm totally heterosexual. I'm not gay in me. I just can't stand the hate, you know? It gotta stop.
He said there's not a gay in me.
It's gotta. I'm not gay in me. I just can't stand the hate, you know? It got heterosexual. I'm not gay in me. I just can't stand the hate, you know? It gotta stop. It's gotta stop, guys. Stand up.
Have a nice day.
All right. See you guys.
Bro,
Yeah.
I love how he has to clarify that he's not gay.
I'm totally heterosexual.
I mean, what a half-baked attempt at a roast. You can kind of tell he knew he was getting owned halfway through it. It's pathetic. Though apparently Adam didn't think it was pathetic enough not to be posted, so he uploads it online. Considering what we've seen from this blockhead,
Okay, buddy.
I'm sure he probably thought people would take his
Yeah,
side
okay,
here.
buddy.
But no, he was almost unanimously hated. After all, he was harassing a hardworking employee and she was so nice to him in spite of his awful behavior.
It's my pleasure to serve you always.
How could you not support this girl and hate on this fucker? The blowback from his actions at Chick-fil-A would be swift and severe. It was soon reported by Business Insider that Adam had gotten fired from his job after the video went viral. It turns out he was chief financial officer at a medical supply company named...
Wow. So he was making decent bread and fucked it all up. Just for clout and really just for what? For why?
Vante, which I can only imagine was a pretty lucrative position to be getting fired from over something
Right.
this
Why attack the workers?
Dumb.
Like they have any control over the corporation that's paying them, nigga. Like, why? She works a drive-through. What the fuck can she do?
After getting fired, Adam went into damage control mode and tried his best to repair his reputation, even creating an apology video, but it didn't help much.
Rachel, I am so very sorry.
Nope. Let me stop you right there, buddy. You're so very sorry that all this backlash came back and fucked you over. Now you don't have a job. You don't have a savings. Your whole livelihood is gone down the drain. And you just sorry that you even took the extra length to do all of that. You want to come back and apologize. Hopefully y'all can be on good terms. Nah. Damage is done, buddy. You're cooked. You're done.
For the way I spoke to you on Wednesday.
Doesn't matter.
You handled my frustrating rant with such dignity and composure.
You're only reciting what people said in the comments. You don't mean any of that.
And every time I watch the video, I'm blown away by really the beauty in what you did and your kindness and your patience. With
Oh,
His
brother.
apology did little to quell the backlash, and the video was bombarded with dislikes. Apparently, this situation has gone on to haunt Mr. Smith in a serious way. A couple of years after the incident, ABC News released a report revealing that Smith hadn't been able to land a significant job in the time since his Chick-fil-A drive-thru fiasco, stating that he went from making over $200 grand a year to now subsisting on food stamps. He had gotten a job at a firm in Portland, Oregon, but had
Wow.
been
And that's what they're not getting right now anymore. Wonder how he's getting by.
Fired only a couple weeks after his employment due to them discovering his old rant. And what about Rachel, the Chick-fil-A employee that he yelled at? Well, you probably won't be surprised to hear that she actually ended up forgiving him. She actually felt bad that the guy blew up his own life. How Christ-like of her. Very Chick-fil-A coded behavior from Rachel here.
I was still in shock from the fact that the video he took of me was going viral on the internet, and I just really didn't know how to react when he came by the next morning.
Well, now, as you know, he has apologized, and I believe that apology has probably gone viral too. Do you accept that apology?
I do forgive Adam Smith.
Trying to get him to hold it. W. Rachel.
I think he realizes how bad of a decision it was to make that tape, and I feel really sorry for him and his family and everything that's happened to him since Wednesday.
Next, we'll be discussing.
I keep saying black folks got to get off of that fried chicken and watermelon Kool-Aid diet.
You know what's crazy? We were just talking about Chick-fil-A. I don't think Chick-fil-A sells watermelon, but it's good, Cheddar Rob. What's the word, bro?
Media post cases out there. An unhinged, racially charged tweet made by somebody who worked in public relations. Justine Sacco was a public relations executive for IAC.
Her lips look really dry. She needs some.
Incorporated. She would make a rather unsavory social media mistake that propelled her into the spotlight.
I bet you it was something racist. How much y'all want to bet she did something racist? Which I think she did. Yeah, I think she did some A, indecent exposure. B, racism. C, drunken intoxication. I mean, drunken, being drunk in public or something. What do you think? Nudity, racism, or intoxication? I'm not gonna lie, she's holding the beer right now. So, dang. I wrote some, niggas said all of the above. Oh yeah, I'm about to say, or you could go to ladder. All of the above. Wrote some battle rap bars yesterday. Word? When do you not? But that's what's up. Let's see what she got in trouble for.
Light of public scrutiny in a big way, ruining her life for a period of time. In December of 2013, Justine was taking a trip from her home state of New York to visit family in South Africa. It was around the holidays, so she thought she'd pay him a visit. During a layover in London, she got bored and began firing off a few tweets from her personal Twitter account, which only had about 200 followers. Most of these were relatively inoffensive, but one of them was, let's just say, a bit spicy. It read, "Going to Africa. Hope I don't..."
Nigga, what? Okay, we were wrong. We were wrong. Going to Africa. Hope I don't get AIDS. Just kidding. I'm white. Nigga, what? Our bitch not playing. No, they should be. I think the voice. Oh yeah. The voice thing. I think it should be a quarter. I think it's like 25 to read some shit. Yeah, I think they're at a quarter. It's at a quarter now. A quarter now, and it reads some shit. That's how I was looking at. I'm like, are they? No, they are. You think you did something dirty? You better stop. Yucky. You said all up in her cockpit? Yucky. Oh, hold on. Let me change.
Nigga! Cheer 25. You
not
think
change
you
this nigga.
Me? Dog, you better stop it. Your girl knows I'm a pilot, cause I'm all up in her cockpit. I'm laughing at your crew. They just talk, never pop shit. I'm wired different. I spark shit. When the beat drop, I shock it. Money stack neat, yours lean like a mosh pit. I'm the boss in the game, you just rent in the office.
Damn. Damn.
That's what you call bars, nigga. I just wouldn't say I'm in a girl's cockpit. I don't, you know what I'm saying? That makes me think of
Damn.
That don't make me think of, but yeah, like damn. Like she might got a dick. You know what I'm saying? Lady boy. You know what I'm saying? That, but I get what you're saying though. What's good, Black Ass Shred? What's the word, bro?
Don't get AIDS. Just kidding. I'm white. Like, bro,
that's crazy.
This tweet is bad on, I don't know, like 3 levels. It makes fun of Africa, AIDS victims, and I guess black people too. This one should have stayed in the drafts, homegirl. Now, the tweet didn't get any attention initially. Even as she was boarding her next flight, nobody had responded to it. So the woman, you know, she gets on the plane, turns her phone off, and takes a nap as she's going to Cape Town, South Africa. In the meantime, someone found her AIDS tweet. Noticing that Justine was a PR executive at IAC, they felt it was wildly inappropriate. So they forwarded her post to a journalist working at Gawker named Sam Biddle. Biddle would go on to share this offensive tweet to Gawker's sister website, Valleywag. BuzzFeed got a hold of it as well. Internet users bombarded her employer with demands for punishment, but Justine couldn't be contacted. And that's because, well, all of this had been unfolding during her flight. She didn't have internet nor any idea people had even seen the tweet. Once users picked up on the fact that Justine hadn't responded because she was in the middle of flying, the hashtag #HasJustineLandedYet began trending online as people eagerly waited for her inevitable shocked reaction to being canceled for her AIDS tweet. When Justine did finally land, she was horrified as to what had unfolded. The woman instantly deleted her Twitter account, but Pandora's box had already been opened. Justine soon got word that she was getting fired, understandably so. In light of her termination, she offered this apology. Words cannot express how sorry I am.
They always come with an apology. Words cannot express how sorry I am. You're not sorry. You're sorry that you got caught. You're sorry that your livelihood is over. You're sorry that you probably can't get another job and you're going to have to probably depend on government assistance for the rest of your life like the rest of niggas. And, unfortunate, impoverished whites. You know what I'm saying? Imagine getting off the plane and find out you're unemployed. Dead ass. You find out that oh, fuck. I'm fired. Dead ass. Imagine you landing, you finally get service. You try to like hit up your friends or, call like a Uber or a Lyft or whatever. But the first thing you see is like, oh yeah, you're fired, you're canceled, this, that. That's nuts, nigga. I'd be like, you know what? Honestly, you know what my next move is, bro? If that's the case, well, she already said some crazy shit. I wouldn't stay in Africa. I'm not gonna hold you. My next move, I'm just probably gonna stay in the airport and I'm just going to see if I can get the next nearest flight to like one-way flight to like, across the world or someplace where I know I don't belong, like fucking Denmark, Norway, fucking, I don't know, somewhere that I know these niggas ain't really probably paying attention to too much. Shave my head, change my name, nigga, just start a new life, bro. Do a Kenny Powers. Yeah, dead ass, bro. I don't know about faking my death, but I'm dead ass going to disappear. I'm gonna be gone after that, bro. Because what else can you do? You just gotta disappear, bro. Change your whole alias. You know what I'm saying? If you can, work under the table. If that doesn't, pan out, shit, bro. You just gonna have to change your identity or something. Just start a new life, bro.
And how necessary it is for me to apologize to the people of South Africa who I have offended due to a needless and careless tweet. Unfortunately, it is terribly easy to be cavalier about an epidemic that one has never witnessed firsthand. While you might expect this to be a career ruiner, Justine would recover from this absurd controversy and has landed additional corporate roles in the years following the scandal. You gotta wonder what was going through her head when she hit publish on this tweet. I like to think the years of PR, mental gymnastics, and communications jargon involved with her job just caused her to snap one day, and in the lab she just tweeted out the most offensive thing that she could think of at the time. Whatever the case, it's a truly classic tweet.
Bro, what the hell's going on? I'm hacked. They got my data.
I just want to be racist. That's what that felt like, honestly, bro. She just wanted to get that racist out.
Disgusting behavior that needed immediate correction and punishment. However, in this next case, the cause for firing really isn't all that egregious. It's actually quite silly, and ironically, what this employee did led to some of the most serious consequences that you'll see in today's video: a lawsuit. This story begins in late 2019 with a 23-year-old named Cody.
Question: I know I'm late, but what did she do to get fired on her day off? Bro, on God. All right. So she made that racist tweet. All she did was tweet. And it said, going to Africa. Hopefully I don't get AIDS. Just kidding. I'm white. She tweeted that shit before she like took off. And then like by the time she landed, everything was already gone. Her whole life was fucked. Very racist. He said, never mind. Yeah, that was it. That was it. It was that. That's
Cody had recently gotten a job at a small masonry company based in Detroit, Michigan. Things were great for a while, but it could be assumed that the work there was hard and the physical labor at the job certainly was worthy of a gripe or two, even by the most dedicated of employees. Which brings us to social media. So it had been about 2 months at the masonry company, and on a day off, Cody is browsing Facebook when he finds a meme posted to a friend's page. The meme featured Elmo from Sesame Street sitting on the toilet with the caption stating, "Boss makes $1, I make a dime, that's why I poop on company time." Boomer tier meme, right? We've all seen this type of I hate my job joke on social media before. My collar's blue, but my neck is red. Now, Cody thought this meme was relatable and funny, so he decided to share it to his page. And for some reason, his bosses didn't seem to appreciate the joke. One of them had seen Cody share this meme and would later reach out to him through text message, clearly pissed off. "We don't make $1 when you are shitting all the time. Why don't you stay home and do your shit? I don't like to play your bullshit games. Maybe there's a company out there that will put up with your games because I won't. Good luck." Cody, who was a bit surprised that his boss was so triggered, responded asking for clarification. The boss says, "Look on your Facebook page. Do you think things don't get around?" Cody says, "Because I shared a funny meme on a Sunday when I'm not at work?" The boss says, "You brought work into it on a Sunday." Cody.
Wow. Yeah, Cody sitting there like, bro, what the fuck did I do? I'm not even at work. Bro, that's like me right now talking about my job. Like how me and my nigga Carlitos, how me and him were just talking about our job because we work together. That'd be like me and this nigga chatting in the chat or whatever, talking about our job experience. And then they'd be like, oh, good luck finding another one, buddy. Nigga, what? First off, I'm not even on the clock. You mean to tell me I can't talk about my fucking job experience? Who the fuck are y'all niggas? That ain't in no type of description. And bro, y'all ain't even paying niggas to be moving like, y'all not paying niggas like that to be moving like that. That's crazy.
He says, "So you're going to fire me over a meme I shared that was nowhere relevant to work at all."
Right. Talk to him, Cody.
Cody continues to send messages, but the boss stops responding, leading to Cody apparently believing that he had been fired for.
"I share things I think are funny all the time. It's a meme. Why are you doing all this over a meme?"
Sharing the stupid meme. So some of you are probably like, yeah, fuck around and find out, and I hear you, but I think the guy at least deserves some kind of meeting or phone call with the boss. Maybe give a warning first, right? Like, I worked many jobs myself, and I had a situation kind of like this happen once when I was much younger, involving me posting a photo of myself soaked in rainwater while collecting grocery carts, and I think the caption was like, "fuck my life" or something, okay? So what happened was my boss saw this, but they didn't just instantly fire me. They sat me down and were like, "Yo, is this a joke, or do you actually just hate your job and not want this anymore?" And I was like, "No, this is totally just a meme. I want to be employed." And the problem was totally resolved, and I was just like a perfect employee after that. It wasn't serious from me. I was just joking around. Shout out Publix, by the way, one of the best jobs I've ever had. Cody felt like his boss was being a giant pussy, So he decided to post the meme again and the text message exchange in a new post. And because of how dumb and silly all of this was, coupled with the boss's irritated reaction, the call-out post went viral. Many sympathize with Cody, going out of their way to bombard the stone-cutting business with bad reviews. And while I don't agree with this tactic, right, some criticism seems warranted here.
Like, I mean, I understand if you have a career is different, you know what I'm saying? That's something that you get, that means you're doing something that you like and you're getting paid for it. That's different. But who really actually likes their job, their actual 9 to 5 or something they have to like? Even if you're salary, even if you're not 9 to 5, but who actually likes that shit? You know what I'm saying? There's things that you may find enjoyable about it, but nobody actually fucking likes their job, my nigga. So you think somebody's gonna be posting, oh man, whoop-de-doo, I can't wait to go to work today. Even if you know you might have a good day. Nobody wants to fucking actually have to do that. If I didn't have to go to work, or if no one had to go to work to survive, nigga, we all would be doing what we want to do. Like our hobbies and careers and like shit we want to do. You know what I'm saying? We would actually be doing shit. Well, there would be I ain't gonna lie. There'd be a lot of shit that wouldn't be done. You know what I'm saying? But because everybody would be selfish and be doing what the fuck they want to do. But hell yeah, this nigga doubled down, and I'm glad he did. I'm gonna I'm gonna repost that bitch again with this. I'm glad he did that too, because that shit's a reincarnated ass like way to get boomed from your job, bro. I couldn't be Cody. As soon as my boss told me take your shits home, I was trying like, dang. I ain't gonna lie, I was start trolling too. Like, take my shits at home? Dang. Like, what do you mean? Dang. I'm a shit here in Stein. I don't give a damn. None of that white girl want to. No, I'm gonna say none of them white girls want to work at Starbucks. They just do it because they know it's easy for them to fucking get applied, and then 9 times out of 10, their friends are gonna work there, so they're gonna be with their friends. And shit, how hard could it really be? You know what I'm saying? To make a few drinks. Chicken did it.
That's of course if Cody is being entirely truthful about the situation. You see, the masonry company would fire back, challenging Cody's "I got fired because of a meme" narrative in a big way. Included in an article from 7 Action News was a statement from the company's lawyer, Jan Jeffrey Rubenstein. In it, the attorney claimed that Cody hadn't actually been fired from this text message, and that Cody had actually worked a shift at some point after receiving these messages. When asked about this discrepancy, Cody admitted that he had indeed gone to his job 2 days after the text exchange, but only because he wasn't sure if he was actually fired or not. Apparently, Cody at some point would walk off the job site and his employment was terminated. But technically and legally speaking, Cody was not fired over text message because of the meme. And it's important to have this established moving forward. Because of Cody's actions bashing his former employer, the masonry company lawyered up and pursued legal action against him. They alleged that their reputation had been damaged by his words and that members of the company had received death threats because of his posts. Cody did his best to mitigate the circumstances at hand, going to the media and even expressing regret, saying he had gone too far with this call-out posts. There wouldn't be any major updates to this story for several years, but its resolution would finally come in 2023, after Business Insider released an article revealing that legal proceedings had since commenced and concluded. The article says posting about reports that Cody had failed to defend himself against a defamation lawsuit issued by the company and was forced to pay $150,000.
On Monday, one of my fellow employees left without telling me or the other coworker and left the job with an emergency case. And while we were nowhere in sight on the floor, somehow it was my fault, according to the person who left. If I didn't work there, all other their flaws would be starting to show me like that shit would be. Nah, bro, that's some bullshit. I'm about to say, like, nigga, my fault. I don't see the correlation, my G. You know what I'm saying? I'm not picking up. I'm not picking up.
Dollars in restitution to them. This allegedly resulted in Cody filing for bankruptcy, with the story serving as a dire cautionary tale to all. Complaining about your work online, well, you're entering dangerous territory, my friend. You could go as far as to say that sharing this meme bashing his workplace, in my opinion, it ruined his life. Do I think he deserved it? Absolutely not, but he got sued, and that's the story of the shitty Elmo meme and Cody Hidalgo. Taco Bell pranks gone wrong. I'm no stranger to covering the various sickening exploits of fast food employees on this channel. But the more I think about
Nigga, was that a bag of crack?
it, I don't think exploits of fast food employees.
Nigga, is this crack?
Employees on this channel.
Like,
but
bro,
the more I think about it, I don't believe I've ever discussed a Taco Bell employee incident, and that just seems wrong. Taco Bell is S tier, by the way. Don't at me. I love the dog food ground beef. Nobody will convince me to not. I am dying on this hill. And also, the Cantina chicken menu is fire. So they're actually
S tier is crazy, my boy. But then again, you are, you're very white, I'm pretty sure you're like, ooh, this is spicy. You know what I'm saying? This is probably the best. If you said that's S tier, then you don't really eat that good. I can tell you don't really, don't really have that much of a good, well-versed palate, if you will. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, to each his own.
Actually are two insane.
He said, this is the best authentic Mexican Spanish food I've ever had. Yeah. All right, buddy. It's all right.
Taco Bell employees getting fired for doing some
He looks like Maldem's. Nah, yeah. He's like, yeah, I don't want too much.
Discussing shit at work and it being posted online. The first involves someone pissing. This story takes place all the way back in the summer of 2012, and it begins with a tweet from a Taco Bell employee named Cameron Jankowski. At Hunter Moore at Is Anyone Up? Guess where I work? Hashtag Piss Olympics, hashtag Nacho Bel Grande. Attached to the tweet was a photo of Cameron seemingly urinating in the restaurant's kitchen, pissing on a pile of Nachos Bel Grande during—
Yo, no fucking way. Nah, I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, this nigga getting fired immediately. I don't even give a fuck. I don't give a fuck in what context. I don't need no context, nigga. You're done. You're gone, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. That is trifling ass shit. You're a trifling ass nigga.
His night shift at Taco Bell. This is like Burger King foot lettuce's crackhead cousin. Jesus Christ. So why do this?
Y'all niggas
well, you may notice that Cameron addressed his post to Hunter Moore and Is Anyone Up, which is Hunter Moore's controversial revenge porn website. The TLDR on Hunter Moore is that he was this piece of shit influencer popular in the early 2010s who had a lot of sway online, and people would try to impress him with vile stunts and get his attention. And if your post was crazy enough, Hunter would send you a t-shirt or give you a shout out. Cameron was clearly trying to appeal to this guy. Now, obviously, you had people responding to this shocking image on Twitter calling him a piece of shit for contaminating food. But Cameron would make an important clarification in a response tweet. Quote, sorry for disappointing you all, but I didn't serve those. That's too fucked up. Haha. I pissed on them where nobody could see, in private, and threw them away. There's literally nothing they can do. Fire me. I don't care.
Good.
According to Cameron.
Cool. Fire this nasty ass nigga. And make sure he's like unemployable at any type of fucking food establishment, my nigga. I don't care if you decide to be like, oh, it was a prank, I threw it out, blah, blah, blah. Even if you made a video of you throwing out the same nachos you pissed in, why the fuck would you do that, bro? Like, what possessed you to do that? This nigga looks bad as shit on the screen. But like, what makes you think that shit is a good idea? Why? What kind of nigga is you? Like, it's one diabolical thing to like for niggas to like drop something on the floor and put it back, or even spit in your food. But you went the extra mile to pull your dick out and piss in it? Nah, you a different breed, bro. You can't even be around any type of food. You gotta go.
Cameron, it was a victimless crime, but I mean, how sure are we that Nachos Bel Grande aren't sentient? While a firing was most certainly on the horizon, that's not all Cameron had to worry about. After posting this nacho desecration image and pissing off the internet, his Twitter account was literally hacked by Anonymous. Yeah, like the scary online hacker guys with the masks. I'm not making this up. And his fucking docs was published online shortly after via a public YouTube video that was created by one.
Fuck you and your little brother with autism, nigga.
Yeah, that ass. Yeah. That shit say stay gold forever. This nigga got a tramp stamp but on his chest.
One of the anonymous hackers. These dudes were passionate about their Taco Bell. Image of the actual hacker shown on screen now.
Damn! So and I knew Anonymous was a fat nigga. Damn! The mask don't even fit this nigga face, bro. That's fucking hilarious. I knew that. Hold on, Anonymous. I mean, hey, look, bro. I'm a fat nigga too, bro. Don't hack my shit, my G. Hey, bro. I'm just a little nigga. I don't really be doing shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, it fits your face, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just you ain't gotta. Yeah, bro. I mean, that's a W fit though. I fuck with the Raphael shit you got in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? The forks. I know you probably use that for like, like steaks and shit. But you feel me? That shit. God damn,
you dirty liar. Were you looking at porn? No.
Oh, bro, I'm not laughing at you, Anonymous. I ain't know you was. I had a feeling you was built like this because somebody that's a master hacker. You know how you see some of the master hackers like in movies and shit where they're like all skinny and look like they don't go outside and they don't eat or anything. No, that's not true, bro. The best hackers in the world, bro. It ain't those real skinny looking malnourished ass niggas. No. That's not the best hackers, bro. Granted, now those may be, but those are not the best hackers. The ones you need to be worried about is these motherfuckers, bro.
Little dick coward fucking fat.
Okay, I didn't call you that.
This docs would in turn reveal that the nacho pissing incident by Cameron took place at a Taco Bell located in Fort Wayne, Indiana. With the guy's name out there and the store identified, Taco Bell quickly stepped in and terminated Cameron within hours of the incident. After being fired, Cameron was interviewed by the local media. And in this interview, he actually makes a surprising claim. That being that the piss that we see in the infamous nacho photo, well, he says it wasn't really urine. It was a Mountain Dew golden shower.
But Jankowski says what looks like urine was all a prank.
It was Mountain Dew, and like I threw it right away.
And I got
bullshit. How is that Mountain Dew, nigga? That is a piss stream. Every real nigga know that is a PP stream. How the fuck can you make? What are you gonna say? Oh, it was Mountain Dew. I squeezed it out the bottle. The bottle don't even come out like that, nigga. Mountain Dew, and I don't even drink Mountain Dew like that. And Mountain Dew is still way more green and like highlighted, my nigga. That was straight PP. There was no way you did that. Like with Mountain Dew. Now you're just going an extra mile to lie.
To be honest, if you look at the spray pattern, this does kind of look like the trick where you cut a slit in the top of a bottle and spray liquid out of it, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean. It looks like somebody's taking a piss. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know what the fuck you mean. That looks like somebody is peeing. I don't know. I've never fucking cut a slit in a bottle and squeezed it out. I just drank soda out of the bottle like a normal human being.
Like, I don't know. The stream seems a bit too forceful to be of penile origin, but hell, maybe Cam is just that guy and he can piss like a pressure washer. I don't know.
Nigga, have you not taken a piss before? Have you not gone like maybe 4 hours or 5 hours without taking a piss? What the fuck are you talking about? That's a regular stream of piss. What are you saying, my nigga?
In the end, Cameron did seem remorseful, saying the incident had resulted in him being unable to get work in the fast food industry. And he ended his statement here with a warning to anyone who might be thinking of pulling off a similar stunt.
Nigga, you don't have to give no warnings to anybody. No one else in their right mind would ever think about doing any bullshit like that. Does he not have a... Right? Have you not had morning piss? Have you not like had to take a piss after you got some pussy? Have you not like just went just 6 hours without going to the restroom? What is like I'm saying? What is this nigga talking about?
The 19-year-old says he finally got another job, but the kicker, Jankowski never got that t-shirt for the picture. All he received was a lesson on what not to do on social networks.
Don't post any personal business on social networks. I mean, nothing like too personal or anything. Like, it'll come back to haunt you.
The early 2010s would turn out to be a pretty bad era for Taco Bell in terms of employees acting like idiots, because about a year after Cameron's incident, another worker got in trouble for online antics. In June of 2013, a sick
is always the whites. Why do y'all do this, bro? Y'all just, well, it's because like y'all don't really be needing these jobs, bro. Y'all parents be wanting y'all just to get out of the house and not sniff glue and huff gas and shit. So it's like, man, go get a job, bro. Like, why? Like, why do this, bro? Clearly, you don't value your job. You don't give a fuck. And granted, yes, I know it's Taco Bell, so who gives a fuck? But at the same time, if you don't give a fuck, nigga, just don't go there. This probably guy who made this vid never had to wait to go to the bathroom ever. Clearly, this nigga, clearly. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe he wear the pins or something. I don't fucking know.
Photo began circulating online.
That's
this
why I'm
time
glad.
showing what appeared to be a Taco Bell employee licking a massive tower of taco shells meant for customer consumption. Absolutely diabolical. This taco licker image quickly made the rounds on social media, with the pic becoming somewhat of a meme, though most people were just disgusted by it. Commenters wrote, "This sure says a lot about your employees, food treatment, and what they post on the internet. Had to share it. So disgusting." Taco Bell immediately took notice, quickly launching an investigation into the matter. Who was licking on these shells and where can we find it? Well, given the fact that the employee's face was fully visible in the picture, it wouldn't take long for them to apprehend this tortilla-licking terrorist. After performing an employee interrogation, which may or may not have involved torture, on June 3rd, Taco Bell would publish a statement explaining exactly what had led up to the infamous image being taken. They said it wasn't as bad as it looked. Apparently, around the time of this photo being snapped, Taco Bell had been making preparations to release their new line of Cool Ranch Doritos Locos Tacos, which are vastly inferior to the nacho cheese ones, by the way, but I'll continue. In the prep stage of this Cool Ranch taco shell release,
only reason it was inferior is because they never put enough fucking Cool Ranch seasoning on it. Like, let the Cool Ranch actually be just as coated as, no, granted, I do like the Dorito Locos, John. That shit is fucking, now that's delicious. That is fucking fire. Like the nacho cheese, Dorito Loco, John. But the Cool Ranch was good too, but they never gave it enough fucking seasoning. You know what I'm saying? You would have to, you know what I'm saying? You would have to be lucky. Or if you have some of the powder seasoning at home, bro. And we got some at work, so sometimes I'll be stealing some of that shit. Now I'm thinking, bro, I might make some Doritos Locos tacos today. Hold on. I think we got some tortilla shells at work. Hold on, cuz I might have to do that. We got some lettuce, we got ground beef, we got cheddar. Hold on, bro. I might have to do that when I go to work tonight, cuz. Taco Thursday, I might have to do that shit, bro.
At least the company launched an internal competition of sorts amongst their employees, which encouraged workers to take photos of themselves eating or trying the new Doritos Loco Tacos. Now, if you were to ask me, that is what's happening in this photo.
No, it's not, nigga. See, this nigga about to piss me off. No, it's not. He said, one more time.
The company launched an internal competition of sorts amongst their employees, which encouraged workers to take photos of themselves eating or trying the new Doritos Loco Tacos.
Eating or trying the new Doritos Locos Tacos. You don't even have anything in there. You just have, and those look like regular ass fucking, I mean, even if they are the Dorito Locos ones, that's even worse. That means you're just licking the fucking already lightly seasoned seasoning off of the fucking taco shell. You're not trying it. You're just being fucking a bitch ass nigga.
To ask me, that is what's happening in this photo.
And that's not what's happening in this photo. And the fact that that nigga said that is fucking asinine. Are you stupid, nigga? That's what's happening in the photo to you? Where's the eating? Where's the taco? All I see is shells.
But clearly Taco Bell didn't intend for workers to get this abstract. I mean, whatever happened to artistic expression? Let the man paint on his preferred canvas.
You are a dumbass nigga. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You make some good shit to react on, but you're a dummy. You're a fucking dummy. I hope you're being like, I hope you're making a joke or like gonna be like, oh, in all seriousness, yeah, I know that was wrong. I hope you're not being dead ass. I hope you're not dead ass, my boy.
The tongue is his brush. Anyways, this photo was taken during an internal contest and it got posted to the internet months later by this worker, sparking online disgust. Taco Bell's response, quote, "We do not believe these employees harmed or intended to harm anyone, but we deplore the impressions this has caused to our customers. Our franchisee is responsible for the employment and conduct of this restaurant's employees and has informed us that he immediately suspended the employee shown in the photo and is in the process of terminating his employment. The employee who took the photo no longer works there." Good. It was later discovered that the infamous incident had occurred at a Taco Bell location in Ridgecrest, California, though the particular store number or name of the employee has been lost to time. I gotta be honest, I feel bad for this worker. I mean,
I don't. You deserve it. You deserve all of that. Why the fuck would you think that's a good idea to like lick and contaminate what, over 24 fucking taco shells that I'm pretty sure you didn't throw away? I don't know what the fuck he did with it. It could have been, people could have ate that shit, my nigga. Who knows what he did with it?
Just got a little too enthusiastic while participating in Taco Bell's photo challenge. The world just wasn't ready for this guy's artistic vision.
No, bitch, that shit is just fucking disgusting. And you're a dumbass nigga.
Dental employee brags about stolen journal on Snapchat. This story begins with Premier Dental Group, a dental provider based out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Now, it must be stated that this dental group is no stranger to controversy. The company agreed to settle and paid out close to $1 million in a lawsuit that alleged them of
Cheer 25. Neither of these two former Taco Bell employees and this content creator have never had coups or gotten that
Nick said autistic vision. Yeah, clearly they never. Not never. Appreciate that posture check. No, that ass. Knoxville is kind of tarded. Word. I'm about to say, oh yeah, and you know. I'm about to say, yeah, you said no, trust me. I'm about to say, I'm taking your word for it. I already know you know.
Submitting false medical claims in a scheme to collect extra TennCare money from the state. Now over here in Middle Tennessee, where I live, we call...
Oh, Middle Tennessee? So, that explains a whole lot about you, brother. That's probably where you was born and raised, huh? Where they don't wash their legs.
That fraud. Sadly, what we find is that even the lower level employees of this dental group were prone to misconduct as well. It's like trickle down economics, but for shitty business practices here. During a workday in August of 2024, some morally questionable dental staff members managed to get their hands on a patient's private journal. How exactly they obtained it is unclear. It could be assumed that the diary was mistakenly left behind after a routine dental appointment, you know? The patient left their bag and the journal itself in the exam room. Now, the person who owned this journal was said to have been a cancer patient, and the journal itself contained sensitive information about their struggles with the illness. Now, instead of simply keeping the diary safe until the owner returned or, reaching out to the patient to notify them about it, the employees instead decide to read from the patient's diary out loud in the office for entertainment purposes. And they record it. A sick violation of the person's privacy.
Wow.
Which are dermal, so they're not risking anything. I'm going to...
Wow. That's crazy, bro.
Testing and the next.
Well, see, I don't have no. I'm a nigga, you know what I'm saying? But like, I do know girls that do writing and shit. But that's crazy, bro. Imagine you dead ass writing some real life shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you be getting some shit off your chest that you can't really voice or you can't share to people. Imagine you in a hospital and then these bitches out there reading your shit. That's crazy. Oh, I remember this on TikTok. I ain't never seen no shit like this. That's fucking nuts. That's a HIPAA violation on the highest level. Nigga, what the fuck? Not all, but some chicks are really slow.
Treatment. I'm not gonna do any dialysis, chemo, radiation, or infusions.
And you think it's cute sitting on a fucking ground crisscross applesauce like it's a story time for real, bro? You know what? I hope all these hoes lost their job.
I will agree to surgery.
And the nigga sitting there too. I hope all these niggas lost. Of course, the bitch is recording and uploading whatever. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
But I am not having anything removed unless they know what's causing the failure.
While the video of the diary reading was originally posted to Snapchat, another user recorded it and uploaded it elsewhere for the broader internet to see. The clip quickly spread across social media platforms like Reddit and Twitter, and as you might...
This would get their licenses taken and unable to work in that field for quite a while. For like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. At the very minimum, you shouldn't be able to do this shit for like 10 to 15 years. You know what I'm saying? You gonna feel this lesson because that's some fucked up shit.
Expect outrage and disgust.
You know what I'm saying?
Considering the gross nature of what the employees did, it was only a matter of time until people brigaded Premier Dental's social media pages and, swarmed it with comments and concerned remarks. People were like, hey, you fucking piece of shit, why are you reading that cancer journal? After becoming aware of the clip's existence, the dental group issued...
That's not funny, but it's just the way he said it. Like, he didn't have to call it that. Like, it's not funny, but he just didn't have to say it like that.
Comments and concerned remarks. People were like, hey, you fucking piece of shit, why are you reading that cancer journal? After becoming aware of the clip's existence, the dental group issued the following statement to their Facebook page. We are aware of a recent incident involving an inappropriate video created and shared by some of our employees. We deeply regret this incident and the hurt that it has caused. First and foremost, we want to extend our sincere apologies to the individual or individuals affected by this video, as well as to their family and friends. But for the time, this was just lip service. The group had provided zero definitive confirmation that the individuals responsible for the diary theft and reading of it had faced any sort of punishment. So unsurprisingly, it did little to quell the unruly online mob that had formed. Hell, I mean, the company actually disabled their Facebook page shortly after issuing this statement, leaving people even angrier. If the bit about the diary owner being a cancer patient is true, it really makes the whole thing beyond sick. I mean, you go to the medical professionals that are supposed to help you, and in all reality, they're caught violating your privacy and trying to humiliate you. These workers gotta go. With seemingly nothing being done, proper news outlets began to report on the incident, resulting in it becoming something of a national ordeal. And this additional pressure seemed to do the trick. Local Knoxville-based outlet WBIR soon reported that the employees responsible for airing out the diary had in fact been fired for inappropriate conduct. WBIR also wrote about a new statement from Premier Dental that claimed the company would be reviewing their internal policies and training procedures going forward. Some people are just pieces of shit, and I don't think any kind of training can fix that, I'm afraid.
Not at all.
So while it would have been great if this never happened at all, thankfully those responsible were unemployed. As they should.
Oh yeah, they did.
However,
said, okay, I take that
I haven't even really disclosed to you the most outrageously stupid part of this story. So after the incident went viral, you had this girl right here, the one sitting on the ground in the infamous diary reading Snapchat video, which started all of this.
That's what I was saying too.
Well, after getting fired, she would actually take to social media and revel in her own infamy. You might expect her to purge her entire internet presence as soon as the controversy broke out. But instead, she took to TikTok to try to own her haters. But instead, she took to TikTok to try to own her haters. Look, I'm sorry, girl, but you're actually fucking ridiculous. TikToker soon found herself facing mountains of comments essentially telling her to jump into an active volcano. The bratty former dentistry employee would eventually deactivate the account, unable to take the heat caused by her own shitty behavior. Let's hope the woman never works in the healthcare industry ever again. Brand account tweet.
She's gonna work somewhere else. If y'all saw what I saw, she'll be somewhere else. And they're gonna forget all about her little fucking nurse thing or whatever. But she'll be seen somewhere else.
Get somebody fired. So in today's internet landscape, it's common for companies and brands to employ the use of snarky public-facing social media accounts, you know, to stay relatable with younger customers. Wendy's, Popeyes, Denny's, you name it, companies are posting memes and jokes now, and that's just kind of part of the way businesses like this market.
I would say they've been doing that for a minute.
Go back to 2011, the concept of a brand embracing internet culture and memes was still pretty foreign and novel.
Yeah,
most accounts belonging to corporations stuck to standard announcement style posts advertising their products in a really boring way. But there was one company that accidentally broke the mold, and you could argue they inadvertently created the concept of a brand meme account making edgy tweets without even trying to do it. In March of 2011, internet users were shocked when the brand account for Chrysler Motors tweeted out, quote, "I find it ironic that Detroit is known as the Motor City, and yet no one here knows how to fucking drive," unquote. Now, this actually does kind of seem like something a car company would tweet in 2025.
Oh, yeah.
But needless to say, it's really
I do remember
unhinged
the McDonald's
for 2011.
I do remember that shit. They deadass was talking shit to each other.
Yo, Detroit viewers,
was
what's the traffic
each other
like
shit.
up there?
I do remember
I can
that
tell you it sucks here in Nashville. Are you guys actually terrible drivers? Naturally, the tweet sparked tons of chatter, with most being amused at the absurd juxtaposition here. An esteemed company posting something so crass online, it was truly novel. Perhaps this was some sort of publicity stunt, some thought. Maybe the car giant had decided to embrace a new, edgier image. While many companies would in fact take this approach in the coming years, it turns out Chrysler had no such plans to do so, and this entire tweet was a massive mistake. But the post was soon deleted, and a new one was published replacing it, claiming that the Chrysler account had been compromised.
I was just about to say, they're just gonna say, "Oh no, we were hacked. That wasn't us. We apologize for anyone who had saw that. Blase blah, woo, whoppy bam. Shout out my nigga Coast. Yep, I already knew it. Like, no, we were hacked. We've been compromised. We're sorry for it. You know, all the inconvenience."
Though that wasn't the full truth of the matter. Over the next several weeks, more details would emerge as news outlets such as NBC began reporting and digging into the bizarre incident. The real reason for the controversial tweet being published was due to an operating error by contracted employee Scott Bartoszewicz, who worked for a third-party marketing firm. Contracted employee Scott Bartoszewicz, who worked for a third-party marketing firm which handled Chrysler's media pages. Apparently, Scott had meant to issue the offending tweet to his personal account, but had accidentally forgotten which one he was logged into, and he posted his shitpost to Chrysler's main one. Scott, of course, was immediately fired for the mistake, but he wasn't all too bitter about the company's decision, as he had made it a legitimate screw-up and completely owned up to it. A spokesman for Chrysler named Ed Garston stated, quote, "The company has invested greatly, not only financially but philosophically, in supporting Detroit and the U.S. auto industry, and we simply couldn't tolerate any messaging, whether or not there was an obscenity that was denigrating to Detroit." By the end of things, the tweet had become a legendary meme, and it still makes its rounds on websites today, becoming iconic and earning its place in the proverbial snarky brand tweet Hall of Fame. Thankfully, Scott would end up getting a new job. In the aftermath of his firing, he landed a gig managing the social media profile of the Michigan Arts, Beats, and Eats Festival. With all of this having taken place over a decade ago, it's unclear what the guy's doing today. But if he's currently unemployed, Wendy's, Popeyes, any of these annoying fucking brand accounts online, you should hire this guy. He's pretty based and knows what he's doing. Whatever the case, Detroit, are you guys gonna accept Scott's slander? Do you really not know how to fucking drive? Sound off below. The apartment complex hall monitor Karen loses her job. In October of 2018, a filmed interaction between a black man named Darion Tolles and a white woman.
Damn, that's a black ass name, Darion. That nigga sound like a evolution of Eevee, like Flareon, Umbreon, Dequarion. God damn.
Seemingly
what that nigga name is again?
Went viral. Darion Tolles.
What that nigga name is?
Interaction between a black man named Darion Tolles and a white woman, seemingly in her late 30s, went
what
viral.
Evolution of
the video shows Mr. Darion, who happened to reside in the same apartment complex as the girl, attempting to enter his building before being stopped dead in his tracks at the doorway.
I need you to move out my way, please.
No.
Ma'am, please stop touching me.
I'm not touching you.
You just was previously. Before.
I'm not touching you at all.
So I'm going to step in.
I'm not touching you, and I'm not
a new
in any
brother
way
black.
doing anything outside of letting my dog go to the bathroom.
And I live here, and you're blocking the door.
What unit?
I don't need to tell you that. What unit do you live in?
Despite repeatedly making it clear that he was a legitimate resident, she continues to pester him. The video goes on for another few minutes, showing the chick following him up to his apartment and even standing there as he puts his keys into his own door.
You just follow me all the way to my door.
As a player,
and you see my keys in the door. That is so that.
As a record, I just want to say hi.
Ma'am,
what is your name?
Ma'am, you just no. Have a good night, ma'am.
You go
don't
away.
Don't do that again. You look pretty stupid on video. Have a nice night. And my name's Mr. Tolles. Thank you.
The video was initially shared to Facebook, but it garnered so much buzz that it spread to the wider internet. Once it got to YouTube, it received over 42 million views. The woman's extremely entitled attitude resulted in many characterizing her as a Karen, giving her the nickname Apartment Patty. That being said, it wouldn't be long before the woman's employers stumbled across the controversy and took action. Mainstream news outlets such as the New York Times reported that her name was Hillary Brooke Mueller.
No, it's Patty.
Revealing that she worked at a real estate management company called Tribeca STL. Apparently, after the cameras had been turned off, she had gone so far as to call the police, claiming she was, quote, uncomfortable. She was fired from her position at the company, with many
uncomfortable with a nigga going home, uncomfortable with a nigga putting the keys in his door and saying, I am going into my house. I'm uncomfortable. You just followed me to my apartment and watched me go inside my house, and you're still harassing me. But you're uncomfortable? You're uncomfortable.
Onlookers baffled as to why she had even bothered the man in the first place. As you can probably guess, most assumed it was because she was another racist Karen lady that didn't know why somebody who was black could possibly ever live in her complex. Though Hillary said this wasn't the case, soon hitting back at her critics. She soon did an interview with Fox 2 News, attempting to justify her behavior, claiming that she had been concerned that Mr. Tolles didn't actually live there. And she said that she was just trying to keep the apartment complex safe. When questioned about why she had felt that this was her responsibility, she stated,
"My only intent was to follow the direction that I had been given by our condo association board members repeatedly, and that is..."
So your friendly neighborhood watch said, hey, whenever you see some niggas around, you better press them, because we ain't got a lot of niggas around here. So whenever you see some niggas around here, you better press them. That's what your neighborhood watch said to tell you to do. Because if that's the case, we need to make a video, or we need to do some investigation on your neighborhood watch community, because that sounds like some Klan activity. You know what I'm saying?
To never allow access to any individual that you do not know.
Ironically, the article goes on to point out that she had been married to a biracial man named Brandon Mueller, who...
That nigga is only like a drop of black. Like, bro, he is like the most whitest, like if you could have like the slightest drop of black in your ancestry, you know how like you'll have a black dad and a white mom or vice versa. And then over the generations, you have a mixed mom, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? You know how that's like, it's like super watered down. It's like over the generations at one point, like your great grandma was black and, you know, and your father was, you know, white or whatever. But it's like, you're not a direct descendant. You're like a 3/5 of black. You're like an eighth of black, a 3/5, if you will, if that, my nigga. Like, you're not even a full 7. You for sure ain't half, nigga. You dead ass a 3/5 worth of black. Like, this is the one. Drake blacker than this nigga, and Drake white, basically, damn near. But like, well, I know he has a black father, but like, come on, bro. He looks like he's saying, you can't be serious. Like, bro, look at this nigga. Like, bro, come on, dog. This nigga, I would not think you're black. If anything, I think you might be some type of Hispanic. Nigga, 100% off the ripper. If you said, guess what this man is? You have a light-skinned black girl forehead. I'll give you that. You do have a light-skinned black girl forehead. But I'd be like, this nigga is like, I don't know, fucking Middle Eastern, my nigga. I don't know, bro. Like, I damn sure wouldn't guess black off the bat. This nigga don't look black to me. Or am I bugging? They look black to y'all? They don't look black to me. I ain't gonna hold you.
Later spoke out on the incident. Business Insider reported that although Hillary had initially tried to defend herself by claiming she was married to a black man, Brandon revealed that they had been separated for over a year by that point.
Damn! He like, bitch, we've been broken up for over a year. I was married to a black man. That was a while ago. It was over a year, some change ago. That ain't got shit to do with me right now. So you could be racist all you want right now. You just wasn't racist with me. I don't know what the fuck happened. He tan. That nigga not even tan. That nigga like extra lightly toasted with like olive oil, not even butter. Lightly toasted with margarine. This nigga is like the furthest from black, my nigga.
They weren't technically officially divorced, though. He was horrified at the incident, stating, "My only hope is that we as a community can use this as an opportunity to do what my late father taught me many years ago."
What do you mean by we as a community?
To not allow others' ignorance to incite anger and hatred, but to use it as an opportunity to learn, grow, and promote love. In the end, this incident went down as yet another example of a Karen gone wild. Occasionally, it's referenced on social media platforms like Reddit and Twitter, but it is one of the more goated Karen moments. And well, you made it to the end of the video.
Nice. Another good one, I'm not gonna lie. This was a good reaction. This nigga, he kind of missed me with this part, like the Taco Bell part, where he was like, oh yeah, I don't feel like that was that bad. I actually feel bad for the guy. Like, that's the only part where me and you don't see eye to eye at all, nigga. You're bugging. But other than that, W video, it was fire. Good reaction. We talked actually, we didn't even make it that long. It was 40 minutes long, and we only spent an hour on it, so. Fucking solid. That was good. He's not toasted. He's roasted. Yucky. But man, that nigga like lightly tan bed. That's it. Like, that nigga, the furthest from black. The furthest from black that you could